Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Caravan of Garbage, where we're taking a look at the two Prometheus movies.
You sounded surprised.
Prometheus 1
yes, go
and
on.
Prometheus 2, Prometheus Covenant.
You sounded surprised that we were back. Is
yeah.
that-
I always expect that we're going to die between episodes. So it's a
Me
pleasant
too.
surprise.
Well, me too, but the opposite. I feel bad. I'm like, God damn it, why didn't we die? Why can't we die?
I don't know.
That's why I do these videos. Because I'm hoping the weight of the views and the likes and the comments, liking this video will crush me to death. And then I'll finally be released.
Well, look, let's give it a go.
I'll be crushed like a giant spaceship. Just to get it out of the way, yes, we know they should have run to
Run
the
to the
side.
other side,
They should have
yeah.
run to the sides of the spaceship before we get into this.
Yeah. A lot of people do a lot of stupid things in this movie. We know that.
But they do a lot of stupid things in all these movies.
Yeah, but I feel like we'll get into it.
Okay.
But yeah, they should have run to the side.
Right.
Let's see if we can crush Mason under the weight of all these likes, by the way.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Sweet release.
Do you remember when this was coming out? This was announced as an Alien prequel, and then in the months leading up, they were real cagey about whether it was an Alien prequel,
yeah.
or is it set in the world, or whatever. They would never do that now. They have to be like, this movie is a mix of Alien and Aliens. Everything you love in Alien and Aliens is in this movie.
Do you like the gun? Well, we've got a gun that looks like that gun. Do you like the alien? We've got an alien that looks pretty like the alien, but also newer and better.
Yep.
Fresh and new, but not too far from the original.
Do you like Prometheus? We got a big skinny Prometheus man. There he is.
He's in his late 30s and he can't get his life together, so he's just like you. Relatable. It's relatable content.
It is relatable.
Yeah, but in this one they were like, maybe this is set in the Alien universe. Maybe this is like Soldier set in the Blade Runner universe. Maybe.
That's a sick Soldier reference, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. When we do the Blade Runner movies, you better believe it's going to be the Blade Runner trilogy of movies, Mason.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So the origin of this, we talked a little bit about this when we talked about the AVP movies.
Oh, yes.
Is that James Cameron was discussing the idea of a fifth Alien film with Ridley Scott, and they were thinking maybe we bring back Sigourney Weaver again somehow, clones again, or wipe the other ones out. I don't know. We don't know specifically what they were doing. But when 20th Century Fox were like, well, we're going to do Alien versus Predator, James Cameron was like, I'm out. I'm not doing this. And he's never come back. But Ridley Scott did come back around.
Ridley Scott was like, I'll do anything. I'll do any movie. You know what? I will tell you this up top. I enjoy this movie more with each subsequent watching. And I think it's partly because I get maybe more in tune with the characters and I understand why they make some of the dumb decisions that they do. But I think it's also just like the general vibe of Ridley Scott.
Totally.
Because, some directors are all like, some of the great older directors, like Martin Scorsese's always like, oh, I don't know if I've got any more films left in me.
The power of cinema is killing me. You're all killing me.
But then Ridley Scott's like, I'm going to make movies forever because I'm never going to die. He's like us.
Yeah,
he's
he
never
is.
going to die. And I'm like, I got to respect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll churn out an Alien sequel. He'll churn out a Gladiator sequel. Why not?
Glad to Ator. Yeah,
Yes,
that wasn't
exactly.
a very good one. Do you remember at the end when Denzel Washington got fought or whatever? He got fought in a river.
I don't remember that really.
Yeah,
I do remember. What they fight? Did they fight giant alien gorillas or something in
I
that
think
movie?
they were regular baboons, but they didn't have hair or something.
Okay.
But that is true. So anyway, John Spates, he wrote a few versions of this, but because he didn't...
More like John Space.
Very good, because he didn't have...
Is it very good?
Yeah, it's very good.
Thank you.
Because he didn't have, I think... movie writing credits at that point, the idea was to always bring someone else on board. So eventually Damon Lindelof came on in 2010. Of course, this is the era of Lost.
Oh, the king of the mystery box.
Yeah, so that's why this morphed into this less of an Alien prequel and more of a movie set in the Alien universe, which was supposed to then run parallel to the original Alien movies, but in its own narrative. But then in the next movie, they're just like, oh, fucking aliens, whatever.
That's right.
Whatever.
So this is set significantly before Alien and Aliens, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And there's so much of it that obviously carries over. This is set on a planet remarkably similar to the one we see in the first Alien and then Aliens. They're sister planets, apparently, orbiting the same gas giants.
Well, they're both LV planets. They're both Louis
Yeah.
Vuitton planets. For the space elite or spelite, if you will. God, they got the hot springs. Got whatever you need.
They got that dark soil that they loved filming in.
That's right.
Oblivion we looked at recently,
Yeah. The movie's got all the space mod cons you'd need. You got the balls that map the room.
Oh, yeah.
You got the wall goo that shows you the past. You got that rotten passion fruit that makes you disintegrate and then fall into a river. You understand what rich people would pay for this sort of stuff?
Yeah, it's like eating the bird under the blanket, which we talked about. not
That's
that
right,
long
which
ago.
apparently they put in Succession.
That's good stuff. Well, yeah, you're mentioning things that are like changes or additions to the Alien lore. Like the black goo, which, by the way, has never done a good thing in its goddamn life. Let's be real.
Not in cinema, not in real life. If you're near a black goo...
Get out of there.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Best possible scenario, it's black gold, Texas tea.
That's right.
And then you're rich.
Yeah.
But then that's a whole host of other problems, isn't it? Worst case scenario, it's got a weird cobra thing and it eats your face and it's filled with acid.
Exactly. And if it is black gold Texas tea, you're turning into a Daniel Day-Lewis and you're beating a guy to death with a bowling pin or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Is that what you want?
Maybe you do.
Yeah. That's Paul Dano. Leave him alone. And obviously they elaborate on the space jockey, not only like as a species, but also design-wise, because initially you think that they're like an elephant-esque kind of creature, but that's a biomechanical suit that they're in.
Sure.
And they just look like big blokes.
They
also,
do.
they sent Jesus to Earth. But you wouldn't know it from this movie. We'll talk about it later, Mason.
All right.
So yeah, there's also this huge mystery element to this. So you got to unravel the mysteries of the Prometheus, right? And they're the ones that created life on Earth. And this is very much about, well, it goes back to apparently what both NASA and the Vatican said, that it's almost mathematically impossible that we could be where we are today without the assistance of a higher life form.
NASA and the Vatican, they put
got
out
together.
They put out a joint statement, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they did the Predator handshake and then they both agreed. It was the Pope and Christopher Hitchens or some shit. I don't know. Remember when he was like, waterboarding isn't torture? And then they did it on him and he was like, it is! I was wrong!
In this specific instance, it is. Shut up.
He did shut up. He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, ancient astronauts and all of that, I like
dig it.
that.
Me too.
I mean, because it's not just alien and aliens again, you know? I mean, Romulus is what it is. I like it, but you got to respect that this is a big swing. Also, it looks fucking incredible.
It really does.
Yeah. I mean, ship design. I know the tech doesn't really fit the universe of the alien world. But we both have things to say. Before you're going to contradict me, Mason.
No, but I'm on your side.
No.
I'm on your side. This is what the alien... I feel like this is a realistic stab at what the Earth tech would look like if you have unlimited money.
Right.
Because the other, Alien and Aliens, it's scumbags, obviously. But this is old Guy Pearce money, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's scumbags, and also that vessel is really old for its time as well. So yeah, I understand it. That's all obsolete tech that they're using in the movie Alien. Also, H.R. Giger, he didn't work on this explicitly, but he did come in and kind of, give a few notes or whatever. This is technically the last Alien movie that he worked on. A lot of the designs, most of the designs are like inspired by his work, but it's not him specifically.
So he just walked around pointing at stuff and going, make creepier.
Yeah. Make more penis in this one.
Good cast, great cast, in fact.
Let's name some.
Doing a series of inexplicable accents.
Oh my God, Southern Belle Idris Elba. Right. You a fan?
Idris Elba? Boy, am I.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's mine. When I hear an accent like this, I always wonder, is that a choice he made on set? Can I be a Southern Belle? And Ridley Scott was like, sure, fine. Or was that in the script? And he's like, well, I'll have to make this work. Yeah. And I won't. I refuse.
He doesn't have to. He's a cool guy.
He could just be British.
It's crazy he's not wearing a cowboy hat, right?
It is. You imagine it, don't you? Maybe this is a Mandela effect. Maybe we're from a universe where he was wearing a cowboy hat. We got shunted over.
Yeah, that's probably right, actually. So we got Noomi Rapace in the lead role. We got Charlize Theron. We've got Benedict Wong, who is great. He's also in the movie Sunshine, where he's on an international team where they got to go into a spaceship and save the sun.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible guy that he always has a dream about, and it's his wedding.
That's right, yep.
Sean Harris, yeah.
Who's in a great Australian movie called The Stranger, if you haven't seen it.
Super depressing.
Yeah, but he's good. He's good,
so
man.
good. Yeah. Not Tom Hardy is in this.
Logan Marshall Green.
That's right, yeah.
He's also good at an inexplicable accent, but he's choosing not to employ one here.
Yeah, true.
It's just a regular accent.
He's also in the Australian movie Not Venom.
And if you want to be in... you're talking Upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to be someone in this movie universe, you want to be as Noomi Rapace's dad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's got another host of problems. His wife's dead.
Yeah.
But at least she wasn't torn to shreds by some sort of acid-spewing monster. You know what I mean? I assume.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know for sure.
We haven't seen Alien Earth yet.
Yeah, but he's there and he's in soft focus, so, he's having a great time.
He's having a great time in a dream. And, of course, we've got to talk about Michael Fassbender's David, who is an incredible character. Such a weird unit.
Absolutely.
And there's no mystery about, who's the robot or whatever. Oh, there is a bit with Charlize Theron. They kind of make a joke that she's a robot, but just straight up, it's like, this is an odd duck.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah. When did he go space mad in the 2 years between them launching the ship and making it to their destination? Was he always mad?
Did he watch too much Lawrence of Arabia? Did that bleach go into his skull and fuck up his circuits or whatever?
Yeah, maybe that could be it, because he wants to be Peter O'Toole in Lawrence of Arabia, which is...
What a weird thing to put in. I love that.
Do you think maybe in every interstellar voyage he picks another movie and then decides to become that person? Is that why he's on a bike because at one point he wanted to be Pee Wee
He's playing
Herman?
basketball.
He's playing... Do you think he watched basketball and he misinterpreted it slightly?
I think so, yes.
That's probably and he thought it was basketball.
Yeah, maybe. Apparently he based his performance on the replicants from Blade Runner, The Man Who Fell to Earth, the movie The Servant from 1963, Lawrence of Arabia, obviously, and Olympic diver Greg Louganis for The Movement.
I see.
Yeah. And there is a moment where he poisons not Tom Hardy.
Yes.
That's so disrespectful that I'm doing that. Logan Marshall Green with the black goo.
I mean, you're not wrong. It just doesn't narrow it down. Almost everybody is not Tom Hardy.
That's true. And watching this again, and I'd seen it multiple times, and I'm sure I'd probably picked up on it before, but he very clearly targets him because of their interactions. There's a moment earlier on where Logan Marshall Green calls him boy.
You, boy, you're coming with us.
He asks him why he's wearing a spacesuit. There's all these other little moments. His attack on him isn't random.
Sure.
He picks him specifically, which
yeah.
I think is terrific. I also love how that
You love targeted attacks.
Yeah,
is what you're
exactly.
saying,
It's terrific. But I also love how he's so upset. We got to talk about how stupid everyone in this is, Mason. But he's so upset about what they've found on this alien world. Working alien technology. Basically a fucking human head.
You're right,
And also their DNA is 100% match for human. Mate, that's as good as it's going to get. Also, there's like a frozen guy in there. I know he doesn't know that yet, but this is the best that has ever been found. And he's like, "Ugh. What did you want? What's better than all that they'd already found?"
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, they found that black sand.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And he found the wrong end of a flamethrower later on. But
boy, did he.
No, you're right. I mean, finding anything would have been crazy.
Absolutely.
You know?
A drawing on a wall is good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the only stupid one. There's Rafe Spall tries to pet a snake after he got scared in a spooky cave. And he's like, this is all right. I'm going to pet this snake. God, I love how it breaks his arm. That's good stuff. You know, because there's obviously one of them is the map guy and they get lost.
Yeah, he's the map balls guy, sure.
Yeah.
And the other guy's the biologist. And he's like, I'm going to touch these weird animals. Why wouldn't I?
They take their helmets off because they're like, well, the air is breathable. Yeah, but like...
The air up there's not, though, is it?
And pathogens, snakes.
Yeah, snakes.
Or a rock falls on you.
Bad smells.
Bad smell. You go into the black goo room. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even the way that room's set up, where you go in and it just destabilizes the entire environment.
Yeah.
That's a wild decision for a room which is basically carrying nuclear warheads.
Yeah. You go into that room and the wall's covered in goo and it shows you the past. It's probably radioactive. Keep your helmet on. What are you thinking?
How do you feel about Guy Pearce in this? Being Guy Pearce, but he's an incredibly old man.
Now, the idea behind that was, I'm guessing, that there's a deleted scene where he's young, or he was going to be in a sequel where he's young. Or
well,
something.
He is in the sequel when he is young.
Okay,
but also they used him for promo purposes. There's a fake TED Talk, which is set in 2023 that he does.
Yeah, right.
And apparently they wanted to give this 100-year-old man like a kind of a youthful kind of energy.
Sure.
And so they did that by using Guy Pearce.
Oh, because, I mean, Mr. Beast wasn't born yet, I assume. They would have used him, right?
I think he was born, Mason.
Okay. They didn't want to use Baby Beast?
They didn't want to use Little B, no.
Wow.
I mean, it's pretty good old man makeup. The feet in particular. I mean, that's powerful stuff, Mason. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like with Alien, they feel more working class, not only as people, because they are, but you understand their decisions. And I know you talked about how, like, you know, people panic and whatever, and maybe you don't want to run sideways. Maybe you forget.
I think
these people should be smarter.
No, but I think also a lot of this, if you boil it down, is because it befits the theme of the movie, which is that everybody thinks they are superior to everybody else in this environment.
Yeah, fair,
they're like, oh, it's just a little snaky creature. It's breaking my arm or what have you. You know, they're all like, yeah, we're the top of the food chain here. No giant head in an elephant's head is gonna show me otherwise. You know what I mean?
Also, this is a private operation where a presumably trillionaire is hiring what he thinks are the best people in the world. And just because you've got a lot of money, doesn't mean you're the smartest person in the world. And maybe you've got an android and then the head gets torn off it and you get hit with that head and you're like, shit, I did this.
I mean, maybe. But maybe that's just bad luck because you are the smartest man in the world.
Let's talk about the space jockey room, though, which is the same room from Alien, but it's obviously a different room, even though it's the same room. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're pretty stupid, too, as a species. They were coming to Earth to destroy everybody. Mm-hmm. And, and they let a bioweapon out. One of them got beheaded. Maybe even on purpose because he was infected, I assume.
Right.
By the door. There's a flute and some squishy eggs that start the ship. I mean, whatever, man. That's your technology and that's cool. Right. But I don't know. They don't seem like they just seem more vengeful than.
What do you want? Tap and go to start the spaceship?
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess that ties into like they're not better than anybody else.
Sure.
Their technology, like us, just got out of hand. So I guess that's the point of it.
Oh wait, maybe we should switch to playing a flute over some eggs at the supermarket.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be $42. Thank you.
Now, do you know?
Yes.
It's not in the movie, but do you know why that engineer is so mad?
Is it in the sequel? Is it because humans killed Jesus?
That it's not. None of that is in the sequel, but that's part of it.
Okay.
So basically, the idea of
because what happens here is the humans are like we've gone around the world and we've seen all these pictograms on walls that are like here's these aliens that have visited us. We should go and visit them.
Yeah.
And then when this team finally goes and visits this alien, he's like, "What the flip are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm mad."
What apparently happens is the idea that Guy Pearce is asking for more life. That's. I mean, these creatures are happy to sacrifice themselves to start the human race. Like, it means nothing to them. It's like it's part of the circle of life, Lion King style, to move on.
Or they're depressed.
And or they're depressed. And it's an affront to humanity. Big muscle man, white man, humanity.
Right.
To extend your life.
Okay,
all right. You have your time and you pass on. And the
Seems a bit arbitrary, though.
I agree. And the fact that they're creating artificial life forms like David, like that upsets them.
I'd probably
also.
be like, can you give me another 6 months? And then they do that. And then like at 5.5, I'd be like, wouldn't kill you to give me another 6 months.
What else you got?
Yeah, what else you got? You got a bit more? And he'd be like, I was mad at first, but now I'm not mad anymore. I'm your big, muscular white friend.
So what seems to have happened is...
Yes,
it was an invitation.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. But those...
Management changed. Change your management.
I don't think it's management because after those invitations were written, we killed Jesus.
Yes.
And here's a quote from what
not
happened.
us personally.
No, we didn't do it. I would never.
Yeah.
I'll be like, he's all right. Give him a chance. Let's hear him out.
Yeah.
So the quote is, we took a child back to paradise and educated him, taught him the meaning of life and creation. We put him back into Eden to educate your kind, but your kind decided to punish him. We gave you the fruits of life and you repay us by leaving it to rot. So,
like that passion fruit.
Yeah. So Jesus himself, it seems, was not an engineer, but somebody they took from Earth, educated, and then put back. I mean, if we had big, white, muscular, bald Jesus, he probably would have stood out. Also, I don't think you'd be able to crucify him. He'd just be like King Konging everybody.
Yeah, you'd be. What would happen is you'd put him up on the standard height cross, and his feet would still be on the ground. He'd be like, what is this? It's a tanning bed? It's not going to work. I'm naturally like this.
There's also alien stuff, but bigger references. There's xenomorphs on like a mural. There's one at the end. We'll talk about it. There's like the first kind of proto chest burster.
Oh yeah,
as well, which I like. That's a big gooey thing.
So I think one of the reasons that people were upset about this was that the idea that it was sort of demystifying the idea of alien and aliens. The idea of like, this.
I think the next one does that more so. But
I think so
on.
too. Yeah, that this idea of, they're from places unknown, or they're, we just don't know. But then the idea of this is like, no, it's these guys.
Yeah.
Or like on the idea, I think maybe in the first Alien that the space jockeys in that ship were not in control of the aliens. They themselves were infested by the aliens.
Yeah.
And that caused the ship to crash or what have you.
But that's a story for another movie or day.
That's true.
Not this one.
No.
But I think there's a lot of new stuff here that works, including there's a chestburster-esque scene.
Yeah.
With the surgery in the pod. Mm-hmm. I think that's really terrific. I mean, we talked about it again, but Alien vs. Predator Requiem tried to up the chestburster thing by pregnant women birthing multiple aliens, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But I think that's a genuinely like upsetting, intense sequence.
When I watched this on streaming, it said ahead of time, it said rated M, including a medical sequence, and I'm like, it's a stretch to call that a medical sequence. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's a medical sequence.
What do you think it is? What would you call it? Just a bit of fun?
Yeah, just a bit of fun. It
Just
should
a
have said
goof?
should have said rated PG for just a bit of fun.
Yeah. I mean, the crash is incredible where Idris Elba and his mates take out the ship. That's great.
That is good.
And then they're off on another adventure. David's Head and Naomi Rapace.
Correct.
Rapace?
Yes.
Naomi Rapace. I mean, not for long, because she doesn't survive.
No.
We'll talk about it. in
Her
between
contract
the-
didn't survive.
No, but she was in a prequel short film viral thing that went online.
Well, I've never seen it, which explains why her contract got cancelled, I guess.
There was like a David iPhone-esque video. Did you see that
No,
one? It's like,
no.
this is the new David. He's like, hello, I'm the new David.
Hey, it's David. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah. Oh, and there's an alien at the end, but not really. They call it the Deacon. But what's it going to do? Just run around until it dies?
Yeah. Is that because it became the mascot of Deakin University
Correct.
in Australia? Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I hope it enjoys being alone on that planet forever.
Yeah, there's only one of them, isn't there? And we never see one of those again, so
No. Anyway, it's time for Trivtheus. This is a trivia section of the show.
I'm excited.
No, I saw this on IMDb, and it's only partially true. But composer Mark Streitenfeld had the orchestra play his compositions backwards, and then he digitally reversed them for the final film, which makes things kind of sound unusual and unsettling. Apparently, that's only true for like sections of the music.
I
The
see.
score's incredible in this, by the
agree.
way. I think it. There are like elements of the
I
original.
mean, the bits that are
Alien.
going forwards are great.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff that's going backwards, nah, not
Not
for
as
me.
good, yeah,
Not
yeah.
for me. Sounds weird.
Yeah. Do you want some nude formation?
What?
Do you want some nude formation?
James, you know me. Why wouldn't I want some nude formation?
There's a scene where Meredith Vickers, Charlize Theron, does push-ups. This was shot two different ways. One where she wears her underwear and one where she's fully nude. Some earlier cuts of the film were shown at the test screening where she was nude, and those shots were shown at San Diego Comic-Con during the promotion, and everyone was like, ooh, nude formation. But then they took it out, so
Yeah.
it's not in the film.
I mean, you want the traditional underpants made out of rolled up toilet paper,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What are we doing here even?
Yeah.
This is the third Alien film that failed to open number one at the US box office. Alien Resurrection, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, and then this. It was behind Madagascar 3. But anyways, in terms of box office, on a budget of $130 million, it made $403.4. So it did make profitable outcomes happen.
For the shareholders.
This was also a lot to do with the fact that you had to see this in 3D. It was bang in that era.
Was it really?
Yeah. Not had to, but like at least half of the screenings. It was that situation.
Right, okay.
And apparently it cost $10 million extra to film in 3D. Anyways, do you know, like, we've done a movie commentary on this very movie
I do remember
at
that.
bigsandwich.co.
Oh, I remember that.
Where in the next few weeks also we're going to do one for Alien Romulus.
Oh, yes.
We've also looked at some Alien comic books, and we've got another one of those coming up soon.
right.
Oh, by the way, that's our bonus subscription service if you do want to help support us. It's $9 a month. There's a huge back catalogue.
That's right. If you're a real xenophile, you'd love to sign up to this. I
You're going to
think.
love it.
You're going to love it.
We also look at that Alien game, the worst one that people hate. The first-person shooter and whatever. Alien Colonial Marines.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we did that one.
Good on
It was
us.
a while back, but definitely. I remember because I played hours and hours of it, Mason.
And then I watched you play 2 minutes of it.
It was
That's great.
much longer than that. It was a substantial video, Mason, in itself.
That's terrific.
Yeah. Anyways, we also have a podcast called The Weekly Planet where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. That's on its own YouTube channel. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple.
That's right.
Thank you to Ben and Lawrence for the edit.
Thank you, Ben and Lawrence.
Do you want to hint towards next week? It's obviously the next one.
It's the next one. It'd
Yeah.
be weird if we skipped it.
Yeah. We'll do Soldier in between.
Great.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Grab that jam, you guys. We'll see you next week.